So, hello and yes, welcome back to another video, guys. Now, this is the second episode in my bad movie review series. And first off, I want to thank everyone who's watched the first one and actually enjoyed it. You know, it's a topic which I actually enjoy. Some of these movies are so terrible, and I see some people giving them praise, and I feel like I need to help knock them down. I know that's really rotten, but some of these films that I'm talking about in this series, I feel was so bad they deserve to be called out about it. And there are definitely YouTubers doing it better than me already on YouTube who are calling them out. But I thought I'd join in with the fun. So here's episode 2, and that's right, today we're going to be talking about another big modern blockbuster. Because there's a lot of those that turn out really bad nowadays. And that is Transformers: The Last Knight. So this film, of course, follows up Transformers: Age of Extinction. Age of Extinction wasn't a very good movie at all. It was a bad movie, but it wasn't awful. It was watchable. If you want to just switch off and watch a bad action film, then Age of Extinction does that. The Last Knight, though, wow. I've had to call in some backup for this one. This is what you need to get you through this movie. You need this for all the films I'm going to talk about here. You need this to get you through this movie. Because without this movie is... Well, even with this, you know, it's still not a good time, but... Yeah, that helps. So, yeah, Transformers: The Last Knight. Directed by Michael Bay again. This is the 5th one of these movies he's made. So, the first film was alright. The second film was bad. The third film I thought was alright. Fourth one was bad, and this one's just utterly terrible. So my main issue with this one is the story. The story is a complete mess. There are such stupid things happening. Once again, we're going back to the past. And, you know, I forget what it was. Oh, yeah, it was Merlin in this one. That's right. So you have these big events in previous movies. The first film reflects on the building. Was it the building of the big dam in LA? In Vegas? It was Vegas, yeah. I think that's why it was. And then the second one was the pyramids. The third one, they went back to the moon. The fourth one was about the extinction event, of course, with the dinosaurs. This one, Merlin. So this one's even stupider. And the opening scenes are hilarious. Stanley Tucci was forced into this movie. He didn't want a big part like he had in the full film, so he took a really small role. The movie is all over the place. It jumps from place to place. We've got Optimus Prime up in space being bad. You've got Mark Wahlberg and his characters. You know, we have to get introduced to new characters because all the other actors from the last one didn't want to come back. So we have to deal with all these characters and what Mark Wahlberg's up to. We've then got Anthony Hopkins over here in the UK doing some stuff. We also bring back the army guy from the first 3 movies, and he's doing something. There's so much going on. Megatron's doing stuff. There's another weird female villain. Autobots. You've mostly got the same ones from the first one, but then they bring in a couple new ones which do absolutely more or less nothing. There's an Autobot that I love from the original film and the TV series called Hot Rod, who I'd wanted to see for ages, and he's awful in this movie, does nothing. All the Autobots are typical, stereotypical, just bland characters. There's no character development to them whatsoever. They're like, right, let's stereotype this one to be like this, and this one to be like this, and this one to be like this, and that's their character, their stereotypes. In terms of the human characters, they're awful. Mark Wahlberg's character is annoying. The army guy who they bring back is terrible. He's just not interested in the first 3. We got 2 female actresses in this one. Laura Haddock plays one. She doesn't do a very good job, which is a shame because she's a great actress. But her character was actually maybe the least annoying in it. Isabella Merced. I'm saying her name wrong, her second name, who played Dora in the new Dora the Explorer live-action movie. Again, don't blame her, she's a great actress. You know, go watch Sicario too. But, you know, her character is awful in this. Her dialogue is terrible. Yeah, so all the characters are terrible as well. I have to bring up Anthony Hopkins, who was just cashing in here, because he has like a C-3PO robot butler in this, and him and this robot butler have a lot of back and forth scenes, and they're hilarious. They're so incredibly bad, like unbelievable. There's a bit where Anthony Hopkins is explaining something to Mark Wahlberg, and there's this opera music in the background, building, and he goes, "Can you stop that?" And it's the C-3PO robot just singing. It's hilarious. Yeah, so that's awful as well. In terms of editing, it's it's unbelievably bad. The action scenes are so choppy and messy and ugly, and they're horrible to follow. Directing, this Michael Bay goes so over the top with the explosions. We notice the explosions in the American flags. Michael Bay goes so over the top with them. In this film, he takes it to the next level. The Paramount logo explodes with these, I don't know what they are, but these big chunks of fire coming out of the opening scene. Optimus Prime is built up throughout all the trailers to be bad in this movie. He's barely in it. He turns up right at the end and is turned back to being good as easy as that. Just like Batman v Superman all over again, isn't it? Yeah, guys, I don't know what to say. This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Thing is, I've seen a lot of bad movies. A lot. But even when their films are really bad, sometimes they're kind of enjoyable to watch. This one is just not enjoyable. It's a headache. It's a loud, annoying headache. This movie sucks on every level. It's absolutely terrible. It rips loads of things off. Of course, this film came out in 2017 when Star Wars was like the most popular thing ever, because The Force Awakens had just been hyped and people loved it. Rogue One was great, and The Last Jedi trailers looked amazing. This film was riding the Star Wars hype. There are even these little drones that come along, which they look like TIE fighters, I swear. And as I say, you got one robot that just is a B-Tech C-3PO. The movie is garbage. Garbage. Even the visuals suck. Some of the CGI looks terrible. There are no good aspects to this film. I'm going to give it, out of 10, I'm going to give it a 0.5. I think this movie is top 5 worst films I've ever seen. Absolutely awful. Anyway, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this review, guys. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a message, and there will be more bad movie reviews on the way. And there will be some normal movie reviews on the way, because there's a couple films that have come out on Netflix that I want to watch and talk about. So there'll be some normal movie reviews. They're not just all going to be bad ones. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a message, and I'll see you all next time for another video. Bye-bye.